I'm Luke, the totally hilarious Stody. I'm a clown. I'm the chief executive clown of our traveling circus during the zombie apocalypse. Struggling to stay alive when people are in hard times. Quantitative traits I have are 100 feet of handkerchiefs in my sleeves, 30% of my jokes land. I have 25 red noses, 5 blue, and 10 green. That's important later. And I love fruit pizza as a categorical. For part 2, we have a show going on. We want 3 zebra handlers and 2 other performers on stage. And it's crucial that those zebra handlers have green noses on. The other 2 people, it doesn't matter the color of their nose. So we're in a rush. We're grabbing 5 random noses out of a bag. And we want to figure out the chance of getting 3 of those noses being green. Other 2 doesn't matter. They can be green or red or blue, whatever. So we just used a hypergeometric CDF of that. And we found a 19.123% chance. So it's all right. Part 3, I'm yanking on my handkerchief out of my sleeve. I'm pulling it out. And they're all random length. There's no pattern to them. And I want to find the time until the 3rd polka dotted handkerchief comes out. So since the length of them is completely random and there's no pattern of which ones are polka dot, there's no clumping, no clustering, no nothing, that's Poissonian. And we can model a time until the 3rd polka dot handkerchief with a gamma distribution. Part 4 for the 2 sample test. I'm doing a proportion test comparing people who've been traumatized by zombie attacks with people who've spent their entire apocalypse in a bunker and seeing which ones think my jokes are funnier. And in our experiments, we found that the traumatized proportion finds 65% of my jokes funny, and the people in a bunker find only 45% because they're bums, we think. We're testing this. Null hypothesis is they're all the same people. Doesn't matter, they're all the same. Alternative hypothesis is that they are different in that there's a difference in their humor based on their upbringing and experience. 30 people, 20 jokes. And we did that for 30 zombie survivors and 30 bunker dwellers. Of the zombies, 390 jokes landed. So that would be like people times, or like, yeah, each person fills out a form of which jokes they find funny. And pooling all the forms together, there are 390 total funny markings, which is about 65% of that proportion of people, of jokes total. And then for bunker dwellers, there are 270 funny responses, so that's 45%. The pooled proportion is 55% and then we found a z-score of 697 using this monstrosity. And based on that and alpha significance of 0.1, we can overwhelmingly conclude that the traumatized zombie attack survivors find my jokes funnier. And then we found a confidence interval, and it does not include 0. Part 5 of multiple groups, we told jokes on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and tried to figure out which day of the week is the silliest. We performed an F test using AOV function I don't know how to flip my camera, I don't know. And we found, based on that, we concluded that there does not show a significant difference in how funny people find my jokes. And then part 6 with the multiple groups, we're telling groups in different regions. And we expect that everybody everywhere finds my jokes hilarious. So we did a chi-squared test to compare our expectation with the results. And then since the p-value is greater than our alpha value of 0.05, we can conclude, the p-value is 0.3679, which is much larger than our alpha value, which lets us conclude that there's no significant difference in enjoyment between regions. Thank you. So based on our observations, we've learned that my jokes are still funny. It's just that other people don't get the sense of humor because they've been living in bunkers their entire lives. For example, why did the chicken cross the road? Why? Why? Why?